Alrighty, how's everybody doing this evening? Give it a few more seconds for anybody on Twitch. Oh, how's it going? I am snowed in. There is 13 inches of snow outside and it is still falling from the sky. Like, the dog is not impressed. The dog is not impressed at all. He has been sleeping on the banister ever since. He's quite unimpressed. In nerdy realizations, I discovered I may have misscaled these, and I need to my long necks and my T-Rexes, and a few of my basically, I'm going to have to reprint a few of my prints, only like double the size, because I mathed bad whenever I did the initial numbers. So, oops. But either way, we're here for some Outer Worlds. Time we'll get back to that.
Look, I'm accessorizing. I learned it from watching you move everything that wasn't welded in place.
I'll continue where I was. Thank you very much. Rude.
Oh, yeah. Who's this?
Oh boy.
Oh, yes, I remember you. We met earlier at the site of my former seclusion. I've heard much of your exploits since. If I recall correctly, you helped prove Anchoress Chow's argument that violence is sometimes necessary. I admit I have modified my stance toward that more recently. I understand you allowed Seer Wiley to go free, yes? Once was a time I would have made that exact same decision. And as for you, I've been informed that you're Marisol Delgado. I've read your file. An impressive body of work, though often quite mortiferously inclined.
Less so over time. There were too many pesky repercussions, I came to find.
Yes, well, to what do we owe the pleasure? Are you familiar with our goals?
Okay.
Come to
So,
join up, perhaps, or should I say...
You didn't get hit with quite as much snow as we did. You were able to get to the desk. Alright, come join friends, show your list. We came here after finding Anchorite Chow's body and your manifesto posted nearby.
It was more of a disputation as a scholarly objection than a manifesto per se, but why quibble? Anchoress Chow is very much against it. Her accident was quite tragic. You saw the disputation, though. Tell me, what did you think? You read it, yes?
So, very little to do, I guess, so it works. I kind of farted around the house, worked on my dinosaurs, and... Not enough.
You're right, it did. Normally I'm the soul of fastidiousness, I assure you. I hope you can forgive my unconscionable error as I summarize my main points.
We'll overlook it this one time. Go on.
Surely you're aware of the myriad errors of our current presiding bishop and previous regime. One of whom shut down the division that operated here, the other squandered it. Our sect aims to end human suffering, sooner than later. We've taken great inspiration from your former department, from their methods and their science. To solve the universal equation in our lifetime requires bold action, clever calculation, and assiduous work.
How did you end up here from the monastery? Exemplar Southworth was involved, yes?
Yes, we have Grace, that is, Exemplar Southworth, to thank for that. Her visits to the Anchorhold were quite thought-provoking. as was the research she showed me from Sia Bujold. Bujold's thinking was unconventional, ahead of her time. Why, in fact, she's here with us now today, overseeing an experiment that proves her researcher's theories.
Really? Sir Bujold is here, at present, in this facility? The one we're presently standing in?
What's this experiment she's helping with?
The intent is to represent the building blocks of the universe within a test chamber, then extrapolate data revealing the universal equation from the micro-universe that forms. All very groundbreaking and exciting. I've been pacing about my little cell smiling all day at just the very thought.
Sounds like it could change everything, one might say.
Why, you should go see for yourself. As former colleagues, I'm sure you'd like to reacquaint. Go on. I'll call down to let her know you're coming.
She's just downstairs.
Yes, she's monitoring the experiment. I'll have elevator access unlocked so you can join her. Do please stay in the observation area, though.
This is gonna go badly.
Delicate. We'll speak further after you check over Sia Bujold's work and the experiment concludes. Oh, so exciting.
This is gonna go bad. This is gonna go real bad. Oh, it's just. Okay.
How much longer do you predict preparations will take?
Almost ready. Perfect timing for my former colleague to peer review my work. I'll press them to verify my settings. Thereupon, we will begin.
Splendid. While others pontificate, we act. I await word of our success with bated breath.
Logs. I should probably read the logs. Big picture. Feasibly volatile atomical electrodynamics research is a controversial field. Many a tenure colleague have dismissed it as junk scientism, yet they just simply lack the cognitive capacity to understand its underlying principles. We focus on the smallest of the small things, the fundamental building blocks of the universe, tweet out anomalous variables, and extrapolate only the necessary inputs for the solving of the universal equation. In layman's terms, we create a big picture from a small one, with the hopes of accelerating our academic voyage to ascension, if only others in the order also saw the big picture. Alright, calculated risks. It is a question I have often pondered. I see Bujold's feasible volatile atomical electrodynamic research was so promising. Why was her facility shuttered more than 2 decades ago? My colleagues at the time posited that her experiments were fundamentally flawed, chaotic even, calamitous. They claimed the study of fundamental forces would produce inconsistencies and garbage data. Celestial slosh, they called it, using layperson's terminology to twist their figurative daggers in her life's work. Some feared such tampering with atomical electrodynamics might even cause a catastrophic cascade, or potentially overwrite our own universe and all life in it. Impossible. Well, improbable. Let's call it extremely unlikely. But what is scientism if not a calculated risk? Back to work. Scientism marches on. After more than 20 years in mothballs, the Department of Preemptive Causal Redirection is reopened for business. Sir Bujold's feasibly volatile atomical electrodynamics research is back on track with my exclusive reclusive attention. Trial preparation is in process. Point of alleviation has the intoxicating new equipment smell, while Bujold's original and apparatuses are on display and are culled as a monument to her life's work. We are ready for the boldest experiment of all, to spawn a mini-universe to simulate and solve the universal equations speedily, safely, and most importantly, accurately, or at least within margin of error. I'm highly confident no catastrophic flaws will be revealed. Yeah, alright. Yeah.
Head Intercessor Delgado, what an opportune time for you to appear. At the perfect moment to assist our experiment.
What in the endless void are you?
Shh. Comms off, but others are near. I need your aid before this ridiculous affair careens into disaster. Can I rely on you this time? Or will you already intend on scurrying away again?
We'll do whatever you need.
The test involves 4 stations. Each represents one of the fundamental building blocks of the universe. Zeranium gas, macroliths, nucleons, N-rays. All the usual stuff. That test chamber is where all are meant to mix. To simulate a mini-universe I can apply my theories to, pull data from, and deduce the universal equation in a reduced time frame. We know what happens if that's successful, so I need you to muck with each station's settings, then initiate the experiment.
You two sure you don't want to talk things out first?
Can we discuss how you arrived here?
I came to derail this line of inquiry in such a discommodious way that no one would ever consider trying it again. For all the aforementioned reasons of it likely causing, or at least queuing up and leading to, the end of all things. You chose to leave me behind, again. So when they came calling, I thought it an opportunity to sort it all myself. Yet, admittedly, at this moment, I could use your assistance.
This shouldn't be your burden. It's on me.
You don't get to decide that, or adjudicate, or coolly comment in a steely growl. Not falling for that a 10th time. Help, or stay out of my way.
Right. What exactly does muck with entail?
All you need to do is adjust each station's settings slightly. Things will cascade from there. Remember, subtlety is required.
Yes, if we alter the experiment input data in a less than delicate fashion, Brun will notice, I assure you.
The guards on the 2nd floor won't appreciate visitors, so avoid getting spotted. Here's a maintenance key. Head down the vent.
Oh boy, consider the experiment.
Of the galaxy riding on it.
Lady.
Perhaps try to...
Hard to get in a good sleep cycle. These
I'm no tenured archivist, but that sounds dangerously unstable. Oh well.
Alright, what do we got? This place looks like it's already going to collapse. Oh. Oh, bother. weird looking rock. How do you get Professor? Okay. Huh. I don't see Professor anywhere. Background professor. I thought I had the background professor. Oh, I do have the background professor. Microwave is starting. Changes here should have some effect on.
No? Just be there. I see.
Ideal, do not alter. This empiricist periphery, as I repeatedly stated, is an inherently tricky matter to set all components of the test in the correct manner to simulate a functional micro-universe. Even the slightest error could undermine our vitally important effort here. For the seemingly infinite time, maximum Zeranium flow is absolutely required for the highest probability of the experiment's success. If the flow is less than 500 gallons per minute, test result will be entirely skewed. That's 300. This one's 400. I want that one flowing. I want this one flowing. And then I want to lock it in. Yes. As one hopes, you should recall N-rays act at a capability proxy for cosmic rays that constantly bathe all matter in our universe. For our present experiment, N-rays must be fired continuously through tubes leading to the test chamber in order to provide desired test result. Fail-safe measures that maintain this stream are accessible in the ventilation shafts. Theoretically, the failure of a single fail-safe could be acceptable, but this has been untested thus far and could cause the stream to vacillate in a wild and or uneven manner. Please note that if it's necessary to temporarily interrupt the stream, use the failsafe switch in the room and not the one in the ventilation shaft, because if something goes wrong, it's more difficult to detect if the one in the vent has been thrown. Yours in science, tenured, accurate. Okay. Damn it, move your booty. Wasn't that what I was supposed to do? Oh, yeah. Beep. 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 Give me that. I don't know what it is, but apparently I needs it. Device used to integrate forces, mix ingredients together, combine the samples, best you can. Okay. Novice Imperious Periphery. This can be used to send an ultravital sample from here into the experiment test chamber. Pre-configured sample is on hand and ready to be sent at the appointed time. Its nucleon levels have already been precisely configured to coax simulated life forms from the primordial soup of the microuniverse. Do not, under any circumstances, combine in with an unconfigured sample or send an unconfigured sample in its place. With your lack of training, both would be obvious, but especially if you simply sent an unconfigured sample. Send the inexpertly reconfigured Altavita sample. I am going to bet money that what's going to happen... Like, I'm calling this right now. We're going to accidentally cause the micro-universe.
Threat detected.
8. 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8.
My man's good at maths. My man's knows his numbers. Alright.
If you're done, evaluating my work and all settings are final, enter the terminal command to void the oxygen from the test chamber. The experiment...
Burns oxygen and initiate experiment. 200 number. It's gonna be bad. I don't want to be here.
Did it work? Did it work? See, Bouchard, was it a success? What happened?
Hold the applause just yet. I need to run the numbers. I'm sending the others back up to you. They can describe the proceedings in detail.
I shall await their arrival. Anchor's Brun out. That is how these messages end, yes? If not, farewell.
The results of the experiment will be a career-ending embarrassment for Anchoress Brun. But she won't accept this lightly. We'll need to do more.
Yes, our next steps here will be crucial. I know this type of mission well. Granted, my targets were always meticulously well-researched beforehand.
You'll need to convince
We're
her.
gonna
Destroy
that.
her logic.
Can we?
End this research for good.
But that's a thing. How the fuck are we supposed to do that?
All it
With
requires
that?
is a forceful array of incisive argumentation, logical reasoning, coercive persuasion, and cognitive contortioning.
You mean one of our old brain-off maneuvers? Really? That's what the rank and file in our old department used to call it. Provost Bolding considered it a casual moniker unbefitting of an order scientician.
Make Brun give up on science, logic, and reason entirely. Then no one will ever dare continue the research again. Between you and Marisol, it should be a light challenge. Easy.
Seriously, this is our only option.
A brain-off against an order anchorite isn't entirely without risk. We could employ certain other methods to deal with her. From our former department's playbook.
Oh, yes, a book you wrote titled Making an Execution Look Like an Accident. Despite the moral quandary ideally involved, unseen consequences still abound.
That's hyperbolic at best. Data suggests significantly fewer unpredicted outcomes than outright murder, if properly executed. And I'm quite capable of skewing results in our favor.
And here I thought you'd begun to change.
I'd like to hear your teammates' opinion about this.
Dishonorable skullduggery better befits Auntie's choice than the Order. If we must end this experiment, killing is the most respectable option.
Just trying to undermine her confidence. We should try to undermine her confidence. If we fail, accidental death is our fallback. Maybe? What are the potential drawbacks to a logic bomb?
Success isn't guaranteed. A fair degree of cleverness is required. But you would have the help of someone reasonably intellectually nimble.
I would be willing and on hand to assist. And the other option would remain if we botch it.
I'm gonna go with this option, because honestly, gosh, what's worse? Killing her? Basically killing her belief in herself and destroying her. Like, oh god, I want you to give up on everything you've ever felt or believed in your life and just throw that all away. Let's go, let's go.
Thank you for listening. That's
Let's go.
a relief.
Let's go alive.
Honestly, I'm relieved as well. I have been trying to be different. From the person others believe me to be.
From the legend. If you're retiring as the endpoint, we'll need to find you a colorful new sobriquet.
My first brain off. Any advice? Missed that.
Typical argumentation may prove useless, and she'll likely see through most attempts at deception. Be clever, unpredictable,
I don't know if
surprise
I can do
her.
that.
But in the event you should fail, you'll need a viable backup plan, or it will erase any chance of success completely. The Anchorus is housed in a test chamber similar to this one. It's been refurbished with some rather tacky furniture, but much of the old experimental apparatus remains. There is a hatch near the elevator upstairs. An external ledge leads to a vent system that can connect the two chambers. Doing so will expose the Anchorus to a lethal atmosphere. I'll need to make an announcement afterward that an accident has occurred tied into the experiment.
For an extemporaneous plan, it's not a bad one. What if the Anchorus realizes what we're doing and calls for help?
I'll cut off her comms when she begins pleading. Oh, that sounds even more heartless when I say it out loud. Please choose wisely.
Alright.
Here's the hatch key in case you need it. May all your endeavors elicit expected results. And Marisol, do keep out of trouble.
Okay. Follow up Serum Shroud. Okay, I just need to go break her brain. Awesome. How could this go poorly?
There you are. You saw the experiment through to the end, yes? The data hasn't arrived yet, so please do tell. Was it as beautiful as I imagined? Any inklings to the result? Or perhaps I oughtn't to have recloistered myself till after the experiment concluded, hmm? Well, don't just stand there. Tell me everything.
It's the wrong color. Got it. I don't think the universe was supposed to be that color. It looked hungover.
What? Are you all right? Did you hit your head coming up here? I mean, what is that supposed to mean? It couldn't. Wait. Let's start from the beginning. Step me through your understanding of what's gone awry.
The experiment was deeply flawed on a conceptual level.
Really? In what way?
Test assumes universal constants never vary. Can you be absolutely certain of that?
Everyone knows probabilistic variance doesn't occur. That's established bedrock. Not that I spend much time in the lab myself. And, well, with science, one is never truly certain. This was just a start. Such models typically make an enormous amount of errors at first. All quite expected. An anticipated setback, nothing more. It simply needs to be revised and refined. You certainly seem to be making a lot out of this, though, one must say.
Experiment ineffectually operationalizes Sierra Bajorld's already iffy research.
Really? I doubt you've had ample time to review everything assiduously enough to fire both barrels like that. Though I admire your operational candor. Look, there may be some validity to some of your points, yes. But we'll improve. We will continue to stride forward. There's absolutely no need for all this doom and gloom.
I feel like a dick. Are you sure? Because our predictions imply both are inevitable if you pursue this.
Oh, is one of you a seer now? Because I put considerable more stock in the prognostications of the Order's prime mathematicians than I do any old run-of-the-mill soothsayer. Now, is that all? Because I think I've had enough of all this. Everything we've done here is built off Seer Bujold's research, which is quite brilliant.
Seer came to the set to sabotage the test because she thinks you're going to get everyone killed.
Now you've resorted to lying just to be hurtful. I've seen it before, and I understand you must be in pain, so I will neither take offense nor give that statement a second thought. Ah, the experiment data just arrived in my terminal. Allow me to eyeball it a moment. Perhaps there's something here to help prove or disprove any of what you've been saying. There was some variance to the input data. Not far beyond acceptable parameters, but curious. Could explain the failure.
I can tell her the truth. I already bridged that. What? Okay. Okay. Still sounds within the margins of error. I maintain the underlying science is off.
Come. One bad test wouldn't mean the science is completely flawed. I fear this was a waste of valuable time.
If I may, I have a point I'd like to add.
By all
There's
means.
a critical flaw in Seer Bujold's approach I think best illustrated by this English phrase. Time flies like an arrow. Fruit flies like a banana. I much appreciate this jest. Very simple, yet clever. Because in English, the word like can mean similar to or I prefer. And flies can be to soar, or plural of the insect. Through this perspective, it functions, makes sense, is humorous even. But in another language where words' meanings differ slightly, it does not. The framework we interpret the statement from changes, thus rendering it uninterpretable. False. Bujold's method of shortcutting the universal equation is much the same.
It lacks context. When you extrapolate the data from the mini-universe to the larger one, the information itself may scale correctly, but fail to interrelate. This has been a difficult conversation. Challenging, disputatious, at times compelling. Yet I remain unswayed.
We
Well,
tried.
balls.
Our fallback plan's our only option now. Head for the hatch.
What was that? You're starting to worry me. What do you intend to do?
Okay.
The experiment data just arrived in my terminal. Allow me to eyeball it a moment. Perhaps there's something... There was some variance to the input data. Not far beyond acceptable.
The foundation of everything you've been doing here is unsound.
Come. What?
Okay. Okay, where... There it is. Hi, friends. Hi, Birdie. Automated access control system was originally devised to reroute ventilation between the two test chambers during special, larger-scale testings. Doing so now would expose the refurbished chamber to the toxiferous atmosphere created during the earlier mini-universe experiment. Sorry about that.
Scholars of the Order, a tragic accident. During our recent experiment in Test Chamber Beta, we failed to recognize that ventilation systems had been left connected to Test Chamber Alpha. As you know, it had been recently refurbished as an enclosure for Anchoress Braun. She gave her life for science. Well, it's true that we found the related research to be flawed, but she gave her life for the pursuit of science. As the experiment was a colossal failure, I, as senior scientist remaining, have determined we must abandon this inquiry and shut down the program immediately. Oh, such a terrible shame. Farewell.
Okay, well, that was rude. I feel like that was rude. Is that rude? That was... It seemed rude. Anything else we're taking? No, not really. And somehow we managed to get out of here. Without having to fight the base.
I understand now why they say never meet your heroes, Intercessor Delgado. You've truly been an enormous disappointment. A key experiment fails and Anchoress Braun falls prey to an unfortunate accident right after you and your consort arrive. And we are all to believe these events are unrelated?
That's circumstantial and more than a mite bit paranoid. I expect better from an Order scientician. Even one from the Department of Applied Scientism.
Don't think I don't see your handprints all over this, Delgado.
I bet you believed in Seer Bajol. Didn't you hear her announcement?
I don't care that you somehow roped in Bujold with that little performance. I'm not buying it. The Anchoress, poor trusting soul that she was, may have believed you were here in good faith. But I don't. You're looking more and more like enemies to me.
Anchoress Braun talked a good game, but overlooked the shoddy science involved in the science.
The Anchoress was one of the finest minds the Order has ever produced. I'm well versed in manipulative prevarication from feckless mutineers. Try again. Or try facing a gauntlet of well-trained exemplars. I could always choose for you.
I mean, right at the moment, I don't really have many other choices. So you see far more than the Anchoress, then. You realize she's smarter than you, yes?
Are you done? I know you're to blame. I just wanted to see how far you were gonna take this. I can't believe Anchoress Braun fell for any of it. Fellow exemplars of the Order, commence hostilities!
There's the hostilities I was worried about. That entire scenario is gross. Oh, this is rude! Ah! Okay. I do not need this level of weirdness. Where's my chain sparker? Yes. You go there. Yes. Ah! Meanwhile, I'm gonna run over here! Oh. This sucks. This sucks. Hold on. Hold on. Wait a minute. Maybe. 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 Good luck, everybody! Ah! Okay. We have one bullet of the BFG, so we're pulling that out. We'll put you on. What else we got? Put that on.
Target analyzed. Take down fire.
You need to have problems. Okay.
You have my thanks and my hammer.
Alright, everybody. I did not want this to go this way. But it would appear there was no other choice. What was that? Aggravator fires tiny plasma heated pellets that go to enemies. Okay, alright. What do you got? Let's put you in there. Let's see what you got. Okay. Appears I may have already stolen everything that was here. I feel like I should put down that poor scientist over there. They seem to have broken. Ah! Oh, and I didn't save. You're already up. Shut up.
Mine's a hostile.
Let's put you back on because the BFG gonna be worthless. Let's put you back on. Sorry for the emotional trauma. Damn.
Adversary vulnerabilities identified.
I saw that grenade at the... No, I didn't want to do that.
Target analyzed. Lay down fire. Prove your odds.
Possibilities are limited.
They're limited, but not non-existent. Y'all are a bunch of jerks. Ow! Hit my vape. Alright. Yeah, no, you're mean. All right. Okay. Okay, go have fun, Tristan.
You have my thanks and my hammer.
Yep, go have fun. I'm getting shot in the butt.
I have a fix on their weaknesses.
Yeah, you probably do.
Adversary vulnerabilities identified. I have a thick fortificator at ready status.
Chew up.
Thank you.
Unit in action.
You've suffered extensive damage, Commander.
Oh yeah, I'm damaged. Yep.
Scan.
Target analyzed. Lay down fire.
And you fry. Oh boy.
Commander. Check your scopes for combatant analysis.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I knew that was gonna happen. Gosh damn it, Tristan.
Arbiter.
Well, you're the one that decided to walk from the wrong direction.
No need to convert.
Back and scan.
Okay, Tristan, you go do your thing.
Target analyzed.
At your word, I shall charge.
Adversary vulnerabilities identified.
I'm just not playing anymore. Yeah. You can't run, you can't shoot me, you can't do shit. You just get to sit there and be zappy zapped. Okay. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry. Everybody decided they were killing me today. If you got a problem, talk to Marisol. She decided we were doing this way. I thought we were going to have a nice, lovely tea party, but no, not Marisol. Nope. Marisol says, I choose all the violence. And now, I'm going to have to choose more violence. Balls. Okay, that's visual. Okay.
Oh, look who it is. The legendary former head intercessor of the Order. Another mission successfully completed. Made it through all that without a scratch, hmm? Glad to see. Say, I know this was difficult and rather a mess, but you listened. You tried to do right before you did what you must. I appreciate it, the attempt. No matter how that may sound.
The credit or blame belongs to the commander here. It was their decision, ultimately.
You forget I know you. You always thought you knew better. No one could ever convince you of anything. Before, that is. Good to see. Maybe you are facing yourself.
There are a few things I'm still not used to saying. I was wrong. I'm sorry. Please. And thank you. But thank you, Anais.
At any rate, I'm off. You all take care now. Marisol, don't be too enigmatic or anything. Try. Before I forget. Meant to give you this earlier.
Oh, thank you, Anais. Goodbye.
Guess we'll never know what happened to Anchor's Cho.
Oh, Brunn obviously murdered her. Thought you knew that. Perhaps it was an accident. Perhaps she simply wanted to knock Chow unconscious so she could sneak away. Or not. Indefinite immurement isn't for everyone. Even the finest minds may crack under the strain. But her canned, feigned concern about Chow, how she kept changing the subject, both belied an underlying sense of guilt to me.
Yeah. Sure you're doing right after all of that, Marisol?
Oh, not really. Not yet, at any rate. Everything's a bit raw right now. But suppose I will be. Thank you, dear.
I hope that Bouchol has not softened your instinct. We've many battles yet to fight.
No, but that was just awful. That was awful. Yeah, I feel like that was awful. Let's go find this one. I'm sure this won't be any less awful. Just cultists. Merciless Master. When you're killed during combat, all living companions are knocked out. You immediately revive with 50% of your max health. Oh, no. Gross. Nothing new.
Commander, it's customary to evaluate results after a mission of reasonable significance. Would now be good?
Sure.
I've had some time to cogitate over what occurred at Point Obviation. Some parts don't sit right with me still. Wonder if you and I might talk it through.
You stuck thinking about what happened with Anchor at
A
Brunn?
bit, yes. With the work I used to do, I'm no stranger to guilt and regret. Midway into my requisite sleep cycle is when it usually plagues me the most. We could have done better by Anchoress Brunn. If we'd properly convinced her to abandon the research, I'd doubtlessly still lament duping her, but she'd be alive. And yet, such actions were par for the course for me in the past. When my remorse for Brunn rears its head, it will need to get in line.
Any blame for Anchor Sprum's fate should fall on her and that exemplar. Yeah, any blame.
Yes, Southworth was complicit. And now she's dead.
At least we won't have to worry about the universe ending now. For that reason, at least.
I hope so, at least. According to Anais, we could have reduced the likelihood of that occurring by completing the brain off. It's not anywhere near zero, but it's unlikely.
Alright. Now that you've had time and it's passed, how are you feeling about letting things with Anise?
She seemed pleased that we at least attempted to address her concerns, so I've changed, apparently. Thanks to you.
You. You just seem different. You've been beaming since we left Point Aviation.
It's been a while since anyone gave me a good talking to like Anais did. And I'll admit your influence has been rather positive. I'm pleased with the path I'm on now. I didn't think this is what the plan had in store for me. I've been facing myself with the same zeal I face my enemies. With tidier results. Appreciate you taking the time to talk it over, Commander.
All right. Okay, this is on Eden, Paradise Island.
Make our way to Paradise Island at once. I hope Virgil has been doing well since last I saw him. Well, we shall find out together.
All right. Well, I guess I'm bringing him and Ava. All right. Well, sorry, Gran. You. Huzzah. Is there anything on the map I need to hit? Okay, I'm right there. Cover data from crashed satellite. I can go there after that. With Virgil. Okay, let's just do this one.
No signs of corrosion. Exhaust manifold still warm.
Alright, fuel distribution tank is connected to several nearby sky mines, but no fuel is being delivered. Your trained eye recognizes some damage within the flow control regulator, likely caused during transportation to Paradise Island. With a little elbow grease, you're confident you can repair it.
Come on, baby. I can't help you if you don't tell me what's wrong. So you got her working. Bully for you.
Don't sound so disappointed.
No. Sorry. You're right. You did me, and all of Fairfield, a good turn here. Just thought I'd feel more relieved when the launcher was working again. Here. Managed to cobble some frags together from a damaged mine earlier. Who knows? Might get you out of a pinch one of these days. And seeing how expert
I believe it sucks out there. How you doing,
Doug? May as
Doug?
well take this armor modification, too. I'm sure you'll have an easier time installing it than I would.
Thanks, see you around.
Hey, Gats, the hologram's gone down. A simple malfunction, perhaps. An outrage is what I call it. That hologram was our flag planted in the soil of conquered lands. And that's a good thing. That symbol is our pride, our identity. How can you wage a war if you don't even have a logo?
I don't know what happened to it. Where's our old friend?
Hey there, go-getter. I am well into that case of Purple Berry Crunch you bestowed to me. Did you know Auntie's Choice have other products that are just as bad for you as well?
You alright, Carlton?
Oh, indeed. Very much so. I no longer feel the oppressive societal weight to eat healthily bearing down upon me. Why, I've gained 10 pounds already.
You go, buddy. Take care.
Of course. Toodaloo.
How you doing? Still sour?
Face me twice. I'd hoped I was rid of your sorry hide. What grievous misfortune brings you back to my town? Don't suppose you've been blackmarked in Auntie's book, too?
You followed your orders by not doing anything, though. Why are you in trouble?
All that listening to orders proves is that I lack ambition. If you ain't actively moving up in Auntie's Choice, someone's gonna move ahead of you. Ain't got my faith in Auntie's other commanders to be mercilessly effective, so I reckon this war's gonna drag on. But that ain't your problem.
Hey, thanks for the 300 bits,
You're
Doug.
welcome to loiter around Fairfield.
It's
if
dead in the
you
store.
desire.
Wait, 13 inches of
But there
snow
ain't much to do
outside, and
here,
nobody
so
was
taking
going to
pot
buy
shots at
lumber.
straight protectorate gadabouts.
Crazy.
I'd march along if I were you. Enjoy your time in Fairfield, such as you can.
I broke that poor woman. Alright. What did I need again? Okay, the Oracle is an assault, right? Okay, I've got a machine gun and a submachine gun. Okay. You need an optic for the rookie. I've already got. Okay. Oh, okay. Well, sure. Okay, and I need a barrel for the assault rifle. How about this? Cool. Eee. Whee! Poor Gary. Poor me! Poor me! Ah! Yeah, I've noticed! Ow. My everything. You can get unstuck. Come on. We're almost there. We can make it. We can make it. We're almost there. Woo! Oh, my eyeballs.
Hostile not.
Salvation. I shall not stay your execution.
I fear they may be shooting at us.
Either restore my life or avenge my death.
Yeah! Oh, bad. Oh! Okay.
I'm not going to deny killing these traitors was invigorating, but their leader still needs to be dealt with. That I'm really going to enjoy.
But we keep on approaching camps that you tell me we can be friends. These guys were not friends. They weren't even food. Okay, so I got the stuff down here. Let's get this stuff up here.
Why are you still alive? There's been some ghastly mistake. We must speak on the latest revelation before you compound it by killing me.
Okay.
You're obviously unaware that you've been officially marked for death. Otherwise, you'd have killed yourself and saved us all the trouble. It's unfortunate I was unable to inform you of this before you killed so many loyal members of the Dawn. But so be it. Glad we were able to clarify all of that. Well?
What do you think, Asa?
I'm thinking I'd normally just kill this idiot where he stands, but I must know what in the architect's name he's going on about. Ziegler, what's got into your brain pan? You used to be a dedicated member of the Dawn. How could you think there was a legitimate kill order on me?
You were revealed as a betrayer through the sanctified channel. How can you disobey a revelation from on high, when you yourself exhorted us constantly to never do such?
You make a compelling point. But then again, so does my knife. Let me introduce you to it.
Maybe we shouldn't be so hasty.
Why the fuck not?
I just thought it'd be funnier if he thought he had a chance before you killed him.
You're such the jester, Commander. You actually had me going there for a minute. Now, where were we? Oh, Oh, that's right. It's time to stick Ziegler here like a sissy pig on a spit.
You have fun. Hey, Ziegler. What you got now?
I can't
Oh.
believe what Hierarch Ziegler was saying. How could there be an official kill order out on me? The poor fools probably thought they were just fulfilling their duty.
Couldn't the message have been faked? Do you regret killing them?
Of course not. What a ridiculous question.
I mean, it's okay to admit it.
You think that I'm like you, but I'm no longer bound by social restraints or pedestrian things like regret. So were I even to imply I felt remorse, that I wish I'd perhaps approached this with a more logical bent and not slaughtered these loyal Dawn members, it would mean nothing.
Couldn't the message have been faked?
If only it were that simple. It should be impossible for someone to infiltrate our communication systems, especially when it comes to a high-level communique. Unless they somehow have our codes. This could only mean that one of our members has been compromised.
Oh, hi there, baby. Hello. Where's the baby? There's the baby. Oh. Hi there, baby. Hi. What's the matter? The little man has arrived. Baby! Where's my mouse? Chippy kitten. I guess the toothless needed some attention from Dad. I can do without. Just snuggle in. Yes, snuggles in. You're fine. Wait. Where did you two going, huh? Where are you going? Okay, bye. Alright, well. The feline has abandoned me. Alright. For sure or not. What are you gonna do now?
That's the question, isn't it? The only answer I can think of involves our communication devices. There is someone who would have tried to contact me to warn me. Someone who wouldn't have been taken in by a faked kill order.
Seriously? Each of them seems stupider than the last. Except for you, of course.
Point taken. You know, I really should have seen the flaw in recruiting suggestible slackwits to our cause. But Severin is different. I knew him from before. Long before the Glorious Dawn. We had a secret code we used to hide things from our parents before... Well, never mind that.
Never mind what? You can just say something like that and expect me to ignore it.
Very well. Let's just say that he was forbidden to associate with me and leave it at that. Anyway, if he used that code to embed a message to me within a Dawn missive, no one would have even known it was there. It's strange there isn't a comm device here. Ziegler must have communicated with his cell in Golden Ridge before coming to this place. Well, no matter, we'll find one. That cell you cleared out in Newton might have one of our devices. Hopefully, it will bring me that much closer to whoever it is I need to kill to put an end to this nonsense.
Alright, sounds like a good idea. Alright. I picked you up, kitten. Like... trees actively growing loudly around my head is just always gonna be just a hint off-putting. Sim out. Sim out.
Do we owe the pleasure?
My big gay dance. Yee-hee! Where's that? Okay.
Risk weapon prime!
You must keep your blood within, Commander!
Yeah, well, my blood doesn't like staying inside.
I would not refuse this, which is most embarrassing.
Okay. Whoa, kid. Hi. Come here. Oh, no, let's not get tangled. Hi. There's you. Hi. Hello. What's the matter? Okay, what do you need, buddy? I'm currently in the middle of something. Nothing? Okay. Alright. Okay. More scritches. Apparently he just wants to sit underneath. I'm gonna use the restroom real quick. Check the print. About 15 minutes on the print. Alright, yeah, baby. Alright.
Who needs to die?
None shall stand against us! We're durable!
Yeah.
Restore my life or avenge my...
Unitive action!
Damn.
Who's that?
Eep. He's very genuine.
Or avenge my death.
Taking punitive action.
Enemy spot. Fine. Look up, Commander. Don't make me avenge you.
What do I got? Jerk. I got pinpoint accuracy, but...
I shall reduce them to a slurry.
No, that's a man. It's a man. It's a man. Can we just chill? Can we just chill? See? This is nice. Nice, yeah. See? This is fantastic, yes. Okay. Thank you. Oh, I'm getting licks too, even? Oh, you're so sweet. Ah! Okay. Well, I'm not leaving the room at the moment, sir.
I'll not.
I'm gonna go check on the child and see if food dishes need filled or something, because I appear to be in trouble with a kitten. Cats, I think I'm getting yelled at. I went and there's water in the... Well, I'll grab you fresh water, I guess, too. There you go. Fresh water. Is that what you needed? What? What? Well, okay. I am sitting here with people that's watching me while I play a video game, young man. Sit. No respect. No respect. Absolutely zero respect.
To battle! Our commander hangs from a thread!
What? Shit. Now that I think I'm done being yelled at by a cat. Hopefully.
Stand against us! trouble about. My hammerhead itches.
I'm trying to keep my blood within. Unfortunately, they are better shots than I. By a non-insubstantial amount, it would appear.
I'm alive. Who needs the battle?
Okay.
Either restore my life or avenge my death.
There. One more down. Are you trying to shoot me with a shotgun? Hey, well, I got a better idea. Here, you keep shooting, there's got bullets. And I'm gonna do that. Okay. Alright, that's the kind of damage I'm talking about. What do you want?
Those fools. Protectorate subjects should know better than to attack a Protectorate arbiter. I had no choice but to judge them as traitors to the Protectorate. Why would they simply open fire? Why wouldn't they attempt to conversate?
Maybe they thought you were the traitor.
Then they should have reported me to their superiors rather than attempting to exact justice themselves. I shall continue to answer slights of this nature through violence, but hopefully I shall not need to do this more than a few times.
'Tis not my problem. T jerks fired on me first. And with my duty, returned fire. Retreat data. Crash title appears unintelligible to you. Hopefully the order will be able to decode it. Swifty! 55. Alright, anything else good right here? Anything good? Ah! No, just a whole bunch of jerks. But they have a larder that is terribly stocked. These guys were like 30 minutes from dying anyways. Well, okay, no wonder they were so angry. You don't feed me, I don't bite you too. All these jerks. That was the minefield we came from. Well, my bullets now. Oh! Probably shouldn't mess with that yet. We'll hold off on that at the moment. I was going to use you. Let's give you a try, how shall we? Alright, map. Yes. Last thing we need to do. Oh, it's on the other side. I was falling at an alarming rate. Game just had a stroke. Alright. I have to like, oh yeah, I have to like kill everybody here.
Stop right there, Arbiter Rao. Though I am here on official business, I would prefer to keep this cordial. The Consul seeks answers related to your recent activities. I approach you openly in the hopes that you will comply with his request and come with me peaceably.
What do you blather about? Delay me and you will pay the price. Not only do I have more pressing business with a colleague, but I do not answer to Sentinels or the Consul.
Exactly what questions does the Consul have for Tristan?
Questions of intent. Now, what shall it be, Arbiter Rao? I sent the message that drew you here. Virgil shall not arrive to aid your decision-making.
Virgil's not coming, you say? Curious. And here I was thinking I was already present.
Virgil! Touting your flair for the dramatic, even now I see. But I fear our reunion must wait until we've dealt with this pawn of the Consul.
I had not expected a third party, but it is so much the better. I'm afraid you must come with me as well, Arbiter Montag.
A sentinel demanding anything of me? What madness! Neither Tristan nor I shall accompany you anywhere. Any attempts to force us shall be met with violent reprisal.
Wait, can someone slow down and explain what the hell is going on?
I'm somewhat embarrassed to acknowledge that, in my haste to see Virgil, I seem to have led us into a trap. Though ironically, it appears Virgil has been caught as well.
This fool impersonated my credentials, triggering a system alert that led me here. A lowly deception, even for one of the Consul's own.
It was a necessary deception, and one not undertaken lightly. Its aim was to draw your colleague here without bloodshed, for I know he would not have arrived at my request.
We could find a way to justify your actions no matter what they were.
Your explanation does not pull my heartstrings, Sentinel. Yet you at least had the sense not to assail us outright. Surrender, and perhaps you may yet live.
You may not believe me, but I have much admiration for the work you and Arbiter Montag have done for the Protectorate. I've no wish to fight. Enough loyal subjects have died in this war. Come willingly and peaceably, I beseech you.
What action does Tristan have to explain? I thought Arbiters acted with impunity.
Both Arbiter Rao and Arbiter Montag were explicitly requested to return to Praetor by the Consul, alongside all other Arbiters some months ago. Refusal without reason is treasonous.
And I'm sure that if we went, we would have been returned whole, neither interrogated nor mentally refreshed. As if your master's nefarious agenda would allow that.
I've no inkling of what you speak. My only master is the Protectorate. My only agenda, the return of peace throughout Arcadia.
Stand peacefully, follow my lead. Turn around. Why didn't you two go when the Consul was summoned?
For the same reason that a sprat would not answer a Canid's invitation to dinner.
Not quite how I would put it. We simply do not answer to the Consul. I viewed answering his summons as contradictory with my present duties, and chose to ignore them.
If you had nothing to hide, you would have answered his summons. Now, I'm here to make certain you can avoid them no longer.
Whisper to Tristan, if you want this to end peacefully, follow my lead. Sure, let's go with that.
Very well, but be warned, I'm not exactly trained in the art of improvisation. We'll need a very good reason for my not answering the Consul's summons.
I'm a trained scientist captured by Andy's choice. Arbiter Rowe rescued me.
You don't look like a scientist.
I'm a soil scientist. I'm not glamorous, but the Protectorate needs healthy crops.
I'm sure you've heard the rumors that our foodstuffs have been 2% less nutritious than in the past. We seek to rectify this most worrisome factoid.
I see. It would appear I misjudged this situation after all. I must reinterpret my orders. Accosting you illegally and the subsequent punishment would be mortifying.
So he's chosen not to attack, but the situation has not changed. We spare him, his master gains another tool to cover up the Supreme Arbiter's death.
What are you talking about? I do not seek to hide the Supreme Arbiter's death. I seek to find her killer. Such was next on my list of duties, after I apprehended you.
With this many people investigating her death, we should have the true killer by lunch.
This is all clearly a tactic on the Consul's behalf. By sending out his agents, he seeks to deflect suspicion from himself. That is, if our compatriot here speaks true.
What must you think of me, or my fellow Sentinels, that you'd even suggest I'd lie to Arbiters? I'm not the one positing scurrilous accusations about our beloved Consul. But you needn't take me at my word. My next assignment was to investigate the Oculus collating post. A hidden room there may contain information pertinent to the investigation.
Hidden rooms, say, even a protectorate's got things they don't want seen.
I cannot speak to its purpose, only that it is strange and worthy of investigation.
Or it is yet another falsity, intended to draw us close before snapping our necks.
It's a risk worth taking. I can endure whatever the Consul sends my way, and if there is a minuscule chance that this Sentinel speaks true, we must investigate.
I'm pleased to be of service, in some manner or another. Protectorate subjects should aid one another.
This guy seems mentally refreshed. You seem awfully pleased for someone about to report a failure to their boss.
If you had not interrupted me, I would have committed a terrible injustice upon my brethren. If I am to be punished for my failing, I will suffer the consequences head high. I will take my leave of the lot of you, and in peace. It is my sincere hope that circumstances are as you claim, lest we be forced to meet again.
I shall follow him out, just to certify he intends to act as he speaks. That's done with.
Okay.
He left peaceably, as he said, though I have my doubts for how long.
That was some impressively savvy improvisation before, Commander. Without you, circumstances would have certainly devolved into a battle to the death.
Fun fact, most lesson plans are contrived around 16 seconds before classes start.
I appreciate your caution, but it is
Yes,
quite
they are.
unnecessary. My comrade and I will look into Oculus collating post.
Really think this won't be a wild sprat chase?
I do. It's important to follow whatever leads we can if we wish to find the truth. I regret we've not had more time to talk, Virgil. It has been ages.
Worry not. I'm certain we'll have plenty of time to converse when you've finished your investigation. I have several leads of my own to pursue, as a matter of fact. Until our paths cross again, my friend.
Cool. Incognito. Bob's a man. Bob's a man. Alright, Oculus collating post. Going on an adventure. Returning to the scene of the crime. Plunk. That's the way the game clues you in. Hey, we're at the...
Recall this place. These stations have been automated since my day, though this one has certainly accrued dust. Odd that it would be in a state of lockdown. I have a general override that should allow us entry, but anything specific to local systems, including security systems, may be beyond me. These security measures should not be operational. And the station seems to be on reserve power.
I think I broke it. appears to have exploded in my face. Okay, can I...
Let us proceed with due haste.
Yes, I have Tristan. He's right here with me. Alright. Override entry security on sales central processing. Latest announcements. With the interception of our new line of listening posts, I have heard some mutterings that this outpost no longer requires the presence of its dutiful tenders, and that we shall all soon find ourselves replaced with automated systems and sent to serve the Protectorate elsewhere. Do not allow these rumors to bring about idleness. Be sure to replicate the data you are tasked with managing. What is innocent today may seditious tomorrow. Docking log purged. It was all due to malfunction. Please contact technician. If this was due to a malfeasance, please contact arbiter. Okay.
Well, no one is here, lying in ambush. Perhaps some stray systemic error activated the entryway defenses. We'd best first report to security ops. Lift this lockdown. From there, we can set about reactivating the station's primary power, which will allow us to explore unhindered.
Okay.
This station shouldn't have received visitors in years. Be on guard. Someone else may be here.
Who's guard, and why do I need to be on them? I think I've met a guard on at least one video game. Maybe an anime. Oh, I can get it. Do I want it, though? Junk word, hodgepodge, half-erased statements, notes, scribbles all layered on top of one another, and difficult to make out anything legible.
My passcode shall not work on this terminal. Unlocking it may be a creative endeavor.
I like creative endeavors. Okay. Creative endeavors are my middle name, so let's snag up anything not officially nailed down. And let's poke some buttons. Override facility lockdown. Hack terminal.
lifting the lockdown. We may now reactivate the station in the reactor.
Good effort. Good effort. Maybe I just blew that out of the water. Okay. Anything else? Nope. Alright. Looby dooby loop. Loopy dooby doo. Bathroom force loaf in my mouth. Bathroom force loaf.
The reactor activation circuits shall likely be dysfunctional. It's a known issue with these old stations. Let me look. Corroded transistors, dust in the actuator.
Twisted transistor.
Sweet sovereign. A mess. There. I think I have it. Let us hope my override does not trigger any security alerts.
Can I check your work?
Let us proceed with due haste.
Can I check your work? Not to doubt your abilities, my friend, but I fear something is about to change. Yes, something has joined my post. Hello, joined my post.
Good. This should avail us of a much simpler search. Let us return to the central room once more and see if anything seems out of place.
Okay. I feel like all of this is about to be out of place. See? What did I say? Warning room.
Not stay your execution.
Sparky? Nope, I got Flamey. Wipe out. Alright, can your fart cloud go away? Thank you. See, what did I say? Instantly. Instantly went bad. Instantly. Okay. Is there a... hard shot? That's a noise. Wait a minute. Booyah! Right? Okay, well, I can't pull you yet, so... That's lit up. I missed something? No, I did not. Idiot.
There. I'm certain of movement below.
Passcode is limber. Now, let's try amulet. No. Wingtip. No. Sovereign's gavel. I should remember this. Damn it.
Try ambergris.
Ambergris can't be it. That's too short for a facility like this. Wait. Oh, no.
Of the strategies of feigning innocence I have seen, this is certainly the most pathetic. I accuse you of trespassing upon the private domain of the Sovereign. For these crimes... Wait, I know you. Luther Okada? What in blazes are you doing here? And why do you wear a Sub Rosa uniform?
Because I work for Sub Rosa? More than that, I don't think I can say, Cadet Rao. Mostly because I'm not supposed to, but also because I can't remember.
Tristan, you guys know that you know this guy?
Okada is, or was, a petty troublemaker, though a crafty one. As cadets, Virgil and I apprehended him often. Sometimes Virgil let him go, but he usually went to mental refreshment.
Often enough to know the technicians by name. Until I forgot them again.
This truly is no ploy. But mental refreshment is supposed to return wayward subjects to the proper path, not cause... whatever this is. Despite his faults, the Okada I knew was ultimately benign. But the fact remains that he now trespasses in a secure facility. Duty dictates that I must execute him.
We should interrogate him, see if he knows anything.
That's a wise path. One that shall give me time to contemplate what must be done.
An Arbiter used the word execute in the last few seconds, yet I remain alive? Didn't think that was possible.
Do you remember of Tristan, if anything?
He and the other one must have put me away close to 12 times each. I used to be something of a ne'er-do-well.
Ne'er-do-well is a polite term. He was a repeat malefactor. I believe last time we met, he'd vandalized a janitorial automech in an attempt to make it spew profanity.
I got 18 months of hard labor for that. Served me right.
Seems suspicious, but I can't put my finger on why.
My patience is beginning to dwindle. We should put an end to this morose situation as soon as we can.
Stop.
I
What
was
exactly
sent
we're
here
supposed to
do
do
a
here?
specific job, but some of the details are hazy. Gives me conniptions.
can tell you're not stupid. If you want to live, you need to talk.
I was hired by an anonymous third party. They provided me with this station's location and credentials to bypass its defenses. May have tripped a few on my way here. Can't recall. I was told the station was abandoned, which it clearly isn't, and to break into this terminal and delete the information on it. That is all I know.
Right. Looks like an easy terminal to break into. I'm surprised you had so much trouble.
Well, I'm surprised too. This used to be second nature. Now I'm nothing.
Ignorance does not excuse criminal action. Even if you did not know the severity of this infiltration, it remains a deadly serious infraction.
I think we should let him go.
I don't know that I can. He is a trespasser. His slipping mind matters not.
You came here under false pretenses. Doesn't intent matter to you?
I am familiar with the concept, but in the Protectorate, intent matters little. Manslaughter still results in death. Sedition can happen unconsciously, just as it may consciously.
How can you care for justice if you see no difference between manslaughter and murder?
There is a difference. A murderer's family is imprisoned, whereas they are not in the case of incidental death. But I do suppose the perpetrator's punishment does not change. Though this is hardly the place for a discussion about Protectorate law, I do at least see your point.
I've said my piece. Spare
It is
him.
fortunate you have gained my trust, or I would not bend to one who had not. Justice must serve a purpose. Okada may live, and I hope we shan't regret it. Be gone. You've been granted your final stay of execution. Should our paths ever cross again, you know what will occur.
I didn't think this would happen. Thank you, Cadet Rao. My apologies for all the strife I caused over the years. And you. Without you, I would have been reduced to my composite parts. Here, take these. I suppose you'll have more use for them than I, in my present state.
Seems like.
Allowing a Sub Rosa agent to leave with his life in the heart of a Protectorate station. We may have to speak on this further. But let us see what we came here for first.
Alright.
The hint pertaining to the passcode on that terminal, I believe I know the answer. It is contained in a phrase the Supreme Arbiter drilled into our heads for many years.
Wait, let me guess. Let me try to guess it. Nah. What was it?
An Arbiter's gavel is judgment, and an Arbiter's scalpel is analysis. Try entering that.
Analysis. Messages. Console. Content deleted. Subject for more effort. Message to inform you of the recent casualty estimates of the Arbiters. In the last year of fighting, we've lost several thousand of Arcadia's finest. This doubles those lost in the first 2 years of fighting together. Each subject taken from us by the Protectorate's enemies have been ravaged by 100-fold, but the losses continue to mount. I know that whatever pain I feel is only a fraction of what you feel for the loss of your people, just as I know that you most assuredly have a plan for the deliverance of our many foes. I urgently await your command, just as I await it each day for the last years. Consul. The Consul has requested a meeting with me at the quarters of the Praetor. Exact intent uncertain, but no doubt involved some convoluted justification for his latest stratagem. It's as if he consents when I am both at my busiest and least interested in seeing him. The execution he broadcast of those captured exemplars was barbaric. Were these not once our siblings? Could we not have at least interrogated them, broken them, perhaps impressed a few back into the Protectorate services? He is a brute who can only see violence as solution to every problem, but I know it would be a mistake to ignore a request such as this. Perhaps one of my pupils can handle my duties in my temporary absence. It would be a useful learning experience. Alright. I have expected it necessary to return to this location after its automation. The Sovereign has assured us that the central control is perfectly safe, yet as he saw in Golden Ridge with the complete withdrawal of our forces some months ago, the old assumptions are so much cosmic dust. This shall be my second office. Scurrying about an insect is immensely dishonorable, but if I killed, I shudder to imagine what would become of the Arbiters. Preventing this room's demolition during the retrofitting process was a prudent move. If only I could convince the Sovereign to use the same prudence when committing my Arbiters. But I had best keep thoughts such as that here, where no one else knows to tread. I can only hope the tide of the war changes soon. Alright, my pupil, progress tolerable. Latest experiment period of unsupervised, leave on Bastion for a week. 37 arrests total, 6 executions. Listening devices caught Virgil saying, "The consul's mustache looks like a bread worm." Disappointed at the lack of tact, will need to be severely reprimanded. Should know better than to say that when it could be so easily heard. He's not the only one in need of discipline. Tristan's anger is on the tight leash. His observational acumen is impressive, but he misses details in high-stress situations. He needs to be a better master of himself. Virgil, for his part, keeps steady in dire situations, but he lacks iron. There should have been at least 12 executions this week, but Virgil balked each time he was alone. Perhaps he can gain some of Tristan's mettle. Perhaps Tristan might learn some of Virgil's self-control. The two have become fast friends. I hope this does not hamper them when it comes time for one to prove himself over the other.
From that terminal, it sounds as if the Supreme Arbiter has some sort of business with the Consul. To what end, I wonder? The tone of her response seemed relaxed, but I do not believe she would have met with the Consul unless she had no other choice. And that feckless agent. I don't understand his aim or who he would be working for. Only the Consul. But the Protectorate does not ally itself with Sub Rosa.
Could the Consul have brokered some kind of deal? Seems like he'd have connections.
I couldn't imagine the Consul pinning his duties on someone so clearly out of sorts as our recently departed friend. Besides, he has his own agents. Well, at least we found what we needed on the Supreme Arbiter's terminal. I only hope whatever awaits us at Central Control is less tumultuous. As for Okada, I'm not sure what to think. My decision to allow him to go free was at odds with all I have been taught. He was a traitor and should have died. Yet, I cannot help but feel strangely justified.
Psychology. Mercy feels better than you thought, huh?
My role does not allow for mercy. I am supposed to uphold the Protectorate's laws. How can I claim thus if I allowed a traitor to go free?
Seems like there's a difference between justice and Protectorate justice.
To me, there cannot be. That is, there isn't. That's not possible, and I cannot afford to think of it as such. Altogether, I think visiting this station was fruitful for my ultimate task. Hopefully, we'll grow ever closer to discovering the Supreme Arbiter's true killer. And, circumstances aside, I appreciate your accompanying me here, Commander. It means much. Now let us return to the incognito and plan out our next steps.
Whee! Do I still not get this? Oh, that. Plunk. So where the hell is this body? It's not that sprat. Eh. Whatever's. Alright. There you go. What do you want, Inez?
Trying real hard not to be insubordinate-like, Commander. But this Azza, she ain't right in the head. We got enough to worry about as it is, and adding this much chaos to our little crew can't end well. You sure we ought to be helping her?
Oh, come on. Who amongst us hasn't wanted to kill a colleague before?
There's a difference between daydreaming about smacking sense into someone and actually endeavoring to disembowel them. I'll try to keep an open mind, Commander. But if she comes at me with a knife, I ain't gonna be the one left bleeding. Anyway,
that's fine.
Appreciate you hearing me out.
It would appear our next stop is Praetor, specifically Central Control. I look forward to traveling there, once you've sufficiently prepared.
Let's deal with this place. Should we expect a fight?
Potentially. In the past, the locale was shared equally between us Arbiters and the Consul's Sentinels. However, considering the traitors crawling throughout the rest of Arcadia, I fear what duplicity the Consul may have wrought at Central Control.
Has anything we've discovered changed your theories about the murder?
No. The Sentinel worked on the Consul's behalf. I do note that the agent was an odd wrinkle, but that still does not fly in the face of what I believe.
Sounds good. I'll make necessary preparations.
I look forward to it.
Okay, I need to use the restroom, get some hydration, and pull a print. So I will be back momentarily. Enjoy looking at the inside of the spaceship. Oh god. Beverage. Nailed arm. The rest of him looks good. Okay. Bed cleared. Set up the next print. Alrighty. That is that. Show you what I was working on. Where's my mouse? And oh, there's my mouse. Alright. I've been joking calling these two Timon and Pumbaa all day, because kind of makes me laugh. Yep. It's a little nubbly at the bottom. That's the one I thought I must. Or lost. Either way. I got my big chunky boy. Which, I feel like this one should be Timon because it's a Triceratops mix. And then, this one, I feel like has to be Pumbaa because it's a Packy. But he got bummed up arm. I'll have to repair that later. Alright. Got that done. Going back to what I was doing. Alrighty. Nothing really going on now. Everything is quiet as ever. Alright, let's check, make sure nobody's trying to burn down the place. Like, Oz's just like, yeah, murder! No? You don't seem to be stab. Veronica doesn't seem to be having a terrible time. Valerie. Veronica. Okay, nobody insisting on going AWOL.
Well, you arbiters know basic history. Who constructed the archive?
The matriarch did, of course. Who else could oversee the creation of such an immense, complex piece of machinery?
Inaccurate. It was Presiding Bishop Audley, the first presiding bishop.
I mean, of course. I shouldn't.
Who oversaw its actual construction.
This is the problem with you mathematical sycophants. There's always some technicality that conveniently...
Hi, baby.
Oh, thank you for agreeing I was proven
Hey,
right,
baby.
Ralph.
Are you gonna come here this time? Alright, come here. You can sit with Dad. You can sit with Dad. You can sit with Dad. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Am I understanding the problem? Hey, hold on. Hold on. Hold on. I might know. I might know the solution. I might know the solution. Oh. Alright. Now we have bed. We good? Are we happy? You've been really needy today. Because Mom's gone. Didn't come home last night. You guys are all in rebellion. Mom got snowed in at work last night, so the pets are in revolt. They're not having any of it. None of it. Alright.
So, Arbiter Rao. I can sympathize with his plight to some extent. Dead mentor, apparent cover-up, sure. I'd be mad too. But why do we have to be the ones to help him? Hasn't he got any other Protectorate hullheads to come to his aid? Maybe I ought to spell this out. I'm his enemy commander, and he's mine. Letting him aboard is putting both of us in a bad spot.
Kitten. 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 He deserves to know the truth, same as anybody.
Yeah, but do the rest of us deserve to be put at risk? I ain't just saying this to be contrary, Commander. If he actually agrees to keep the peace, then fine, but I still gotta maintain due diligence. You should too. Anyway, appreciate you hearing me out.
That's the second person you've tried to... Who else?
Hey, need something?
Would you like to hate bash on a little more of the crew? Have I got anything good for armor yet? Outside of what I'm already wearing? Damage you within melee range, take a portion of that damage. Idea reflected back at them. Actually, not bad. What am I wearing? Damage resistance. Using command's ability. Oh, I'm not even using this for what it's intended. Prickly it is. Alright, well. Prickly I be. It's the hugging vest. Love that it's the hugging vest. Resistance against explosives. Resistance. Plus 25% damage resistance for 30 seconds after resurrecting. Resistance, immunity. 20% of incoming damage to the player is split and applied to companions instead. That could be useful. Of course, they're already dead, so what is it gonna do me any good? They're already dead! there anything that was just straight? No. We'll use repulsor for now. Why am I going to the cloister? Wait a minute, I'm supposed to be going to Praetor, aren't I? Or was I just on Praetor? Which mission am I on? Across the bridge. Okay. Acquire rift. Let's do this one. Let's do this one. Let's go get the rift thingy. Let's go do the rift thingy. That's on Praetor. Okay, I need to adjust this. Okay. That should be it. Alrighty. No stream boo. Nope, no stream boo. Good to see you're home, Doug.
A short-range transmission just came in from Zeb. Sounded urgent. He's requesting we meet him at the tomb of the Matriarch, here on Praetor. It's where the Matriarch and First Sovereign are buried, supposedly.
Tomb, how lovely. What next at Undercroft? A charnel house, perhaps?
You're sure in fine form today, Commander. By all accounts, this tomb's not exactly some cobweb crypt. But I guess we'll have to go and see it for ourselves, won't we? Zeb left out the mission parameters. Probably worried his message might be intercepted. Not unfounded, given the Protectorate presence on Praetor. He did say he'd reach out to us again if he needed help. Reckon we should take it as a compliment. Zeb doesn't trust easy. Anyway, I'd really like to go. If there's time.
Of course now. We'll make you a priority.
Much obliged. The sooner we can rendezvous with the tomb, the better. Got the sense that whatever's going down, it's happening now.
Okay. I need Tristan and that guy. Niles. Okay, crazy lady, you get to go back in, you come out, and let's go on an adventure! You know what I should also do? I would be really intelligent.
Observe that formidable structure in the distance. I hope the device we are after remains within.
Good talk. But counterpoint, garbage, garbage. Oh look, Martin, garbage. It's a nice hat. While combat, not attacking, gain 33% damage for every 2 seconds until you next attack. That really could be good. What am I? Projector is come too close will automatically destroy it at the cost of. Ah, yeah, that's that with that. Yeah, I kind of like my layout. I think I'm gonna. No, why are we doing that?
Protectorate control of Praetor has largely been.
That's what I was doing. Alright. Niles puts himself enemy line of fire to protect his comrades. Enemies are more likely to target him and will occasionally fire enemies not targeting him, taunting them. Sure, you'll die as fast as everybody else. While Niles is in the party, containers have a small chance to contain a large cache of scrap metal. Or minus NPC detection rate. It doesn't really affect me. More stuff! Armor rating. Miles constructs a cloak device for his armor, granting himself camouflage. Drops half health. Hey, sure. The ability to craft a ghost array utility mod. Applied to a helmet, you drop half health, you gain camouflage. Pretty cool. Self-repairing armor mod. Gain the ability to craft self-repairing armor mods at workbench. When slotted into your armor, gain a bonus to your armor's defenses, which break after taking moderate damage. After a short period of not taking any damage, the armor repairs itself. Grants a single copy of the mod on selecting the perk. Ghost array. Yeah. Yep. I think I like that. Alright, Tristan. Harmful status effect, duration, physical damage in an area around the target. Okay. Enemies are more likely to target Tristan and hostile effects on that. Sure, whatever. Cause aggression, forcing the afflicted to attack the player. Frighten the target flees from combat. Cause aggression, forcing the afflicted to attack the player. Yeah, we'll do that. Tristan exposed to Zeranium, he rapidly regenerates health. While Tristan is in Zeranium, his companion abilities recharge considerably faster. More health, sure. Enemies taunt the Tristan companion's abilities are goaded instead. Goaded enemies do not use cover and take additional. Ooh. After using his companion ability, Tristan is frenzied for a duration. While frenzied, he deals bonus damage. I'm gonna take the boost. Yeah.
Achieved through the maintenance of a blockade. A survey of Praetor indicates there may be an alternate route past the blockade via the Automech factory.
I need to check if there's any fucking loot. I'm not seeing a whole lot of loot, but there's a little. Well, every other elevator on these things has been interesting. Okay, nothing terribly out of the ordinary. Important announcement to all subjects of the Protectorate. To all newly assigned subjects, the Council welcomes you to the world of Praetor. There, the magnificence of the universe exists in harmony with Protectorate science and industry. When you ponder the perfection of the plan, remember Praetor and the wonders you will experience here. Considering the permanent darkness of this world held in perfect equilibrium, with the lightning shoals streaking above your head, Praetor is the world of balance, which the Protectorate only enhances by its presence. And of course, above all else, Praetor is the final resting place of our beloved matriarch. Addendum. Also, please keep to the designated path, as the native Gorvid and Varakidnid life forms are exceptionally dangerous, and to wander into their territory is to potentially cut your service to the Protectorate short. Praise the matriarch, off as a council. Alright. As if to demonstrate their ignorance of the plan, the Bits-obsessed anti-choice forces have chosen to spearhead their invasion with a foreign species known as Raptidons. It is not yet known the effect this invasive xenofauna will have on the long-term balance of Praetor, but all subjects tasked at the Ecological management are advised that raptidons are not part of the plan and thus have no say as to whether a protectorate subject should be reclassified as food. Combat units are advised to give raptidons the same priority for erasure as any other Auntie's Choice invasive asset. Praise the matriarch. Okay. Alright. Lovely. I see loot. Loot, 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 baby, loot. Blue's got loot. We can too. Scrapper Dragoon. Alright. Go to the quest or wander around with reckless abandon.
Ready to waste. On your command. Guns cocked and loaded. Get the signal.
Gotcha. Oh, crap. Oh, crap. There's more. Oh, crap. There's more.
Now you see. Now you don't.
Okay. The lizard said no. Not today. Oh, that feels... Ah! Lock me on. Rude. Yoink. Alright. What we got is now lizards of a normal size. I'm gonna try and cap these lizards using extreme tactics. Kirsten, you just marching in there.
My injuries are not superficial.
You have my thanks and my hammer.
Yeah, probably, but I'm more worried about that. Crap. Are we done? Have more? They're good? We're good. We're good. We're good. Okay. Magnificent. Yep. Is it a poo? It's a poo. I found a music box in the poo. Alrighty. And with my poo make box in hand, and continue questing. Ready? Ads. It's ads time. Nope.
Quite the feat of engineering to keep a place like this in condition. Working with high voltage doesn't leave room for a lot of mistakes.
Oh there. Approach the gate and identify yourself if you're looking for access.
I don't know if I'm looking for access yet. I don't even know if approaching you is a good idea.
Well, of all the improbable sights I'd never imagined to actually see, folks simply wandering around the Badlands of Praetor would be near the top of that list. I've not the mind to solve the equation that demonstrates how unlikely it is you've survived enemy combatants, hostile critters, and endless lightning in near equal measure.
Don't feel bad. I always skew the equation. Mind if I ask what this place is?
The grounding station was built to help manage and offset the lightning that illuminates the sky and scorches the ground without pause or penance. They also used the station for a number of experiments that they ultimately lacked the capacity to complete. But, suffice it to say, we far exceeded those limitations. Nevertheless, the Exemplar is in need of help to complete his research, and our small squad lacks the manpower to provide it. But You might be the universal variable we've been waiting for.
That might be the universal? Always have a... I'll consider it. What should I do? Just decide
He's in the lab atop the hydraulicalized lift. Ironically, the lift was struck by lightning while the station was being reset and is stuck in its raised position. There is a trail that leads to the top. Just mind the jump onto the platform, and don't touch anything glowing, sparking, or obviously shedding lightning on your way there. And given the situation we find ourselves in, I'll be leaving the gate charged unless you're ready to pass through it. Just approach, and I'll power it down for you.
Aha!
If you ever need to exit the station, just approach the gate, and I can open it for you.
If I just jump over. Aww. Everything is stealing. Oh, like you could have him constantly in Zeranium then. That was fun. I might be calling it here. Somewhat early this evening. It would appear I might have slightly overdone it. Huh? I need brilliant. I wish I was brilliant. As you wish. Oh boy, you say "as I wish," and I'm not even sure. I'm not even sure what I just said. That's terrifying. Oh, calling it early. Yeah. I'm tired. Look, Raptidons. Where's this way? Unfold space-time. I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. XP for doing things I don't even mean to be doing.
Your efficiency has improved my efficiency.
That looks healthy.
And with the damn protectorate safe. If you can open it, whatever's inside is yours. Wash my hands of it.
I mean, I might be able to open it. No, I'm just short of opening it. What did I... Okay.
So, you're the mysterious individual that's caused such a stir across Arcadia? Well, it is my sincerest of pleasures to meet you. I am Exemplar Simon, head of research at this station. Please consider me your personal conduit to this meager, yet profound portion of the universal equation. How may I be of service?
What's the universal equation have to do with what you're doing here?
That is not a simple question, though I might try to explain it like this. There is an equation for calculating gravity, yes? And the speed of light, and skip drive coordinates? The universal equation uses the purity of mathematics to solve the entire universe. For example, by deciphering the storms of Praetor, we learn invaluable aspects of other phenomena.
And you need someone with an intellectual background to help conduct your tests.
Originally, the Protectorate designed this facility to control those grounding towers, which are the only thing keeping Praetor's ceaseless lightning from turning us all into ash. And to be sure, that is the only reason Anti or the Protectorate haven't taken this place by force. They are rightly terrified of what happens if this station goes offline. However, neglect during this conflict led to Axon's shorting at 5 of the towers, causing gross misalignment. If they aren't realigned, the failures will catastrophically cascade.
That seems bad. That seems real bad. Man, you need me to reland them. I can do
Wonderful.
that.
In order to recalibrate a tower, you must find the malfunctioning panel inside their control room and reset it. And to speed you along, I can offer a unique incentive. Prior to being driven from this facility, the Protectorate was exploring lightning-powered explosives. The concept was clearly beyond them, but I have already solved their errors. So with each tower you align, I can produce a batch of the explosives they theorized, and I would happily share them with you.
I'll do it. And I got lightning grenades. I'm definitely in.
That is fantastic news. I'll begin fabrication as soon as you've aligned each tower. And so, I shall have the explosives ready for you upon your return.
Cool whip. We'll get to that eventually. Blanc.
I shall not stay your execution. Lethal measures at the ready, Commander.
command.
There we go. Lizards eliminated. Great, pushing me! Yeah, right. Poor little puppy thing. Fleshy fist is not a thing. Cool. Jerk. Knock on the fishing barrels. I found poo on the ground. Check everything, cause everything. Look at that! Look at that! Just hidden. Just a little spot. Okay. Yeah, you grunt your happy ass up here, Niles. Well, now fall.
got a distraction for you.
I shall reduce them to a flurry. I despise
Now you see. Now you don't.
Okay. Let's at least get the bug zapper out if we're gonna deal with this crap. Are we done? Oh, we're done. Alright. I see why I killed him.
None shall stand against us.
Pay no mind to me. I'm just stabbing bugs and trees.
Let's get the signal. Don't mind me.
Ah! Shivas. Oh wait. Niles MVP. Holy crap. Alright. There we go. Recalibrate lightning tower. Boop. Job's done. My grenades don't do damage to me, apparently. That's useful. Alright, well, that was awful, but... Alright, well, we got that one. Alright. Yep. My head's starting to pound. My eyeballs are hurting. I'm gonna call it. Unsure if I will be around tomorrow night. I might just take a couple of days off. We'll see. Got a holiday gathering coming up this week too that I gotta host, so we'll see. Keep an eye on socials. I'll let everybody know. But that is it for me tonight. Thank you guys for hanging out with me for a little bit. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Get some rest. Night, Doug. Love you guys. Right. Let's get this. Right. Bye, everybody.